Hello there, Courtney. How are you? Thank you for joining us. We are just waiting for others to come on. And we are talking about going no contact with narcissists. What does that mean when you don't go no contact with a narcissist? Please hit the like. Thank you so much, Haka. It's been a while. How you been? Are you still free? Are you still liberated? Are you still at no contact? Haka? Doing great, Courtney. Hey, Danielle. Thank you so much, Haka. I really appreciate that. You know, this is the holidays, and it is a real painful place for many people because a lot of people got discarded between November and the end of January. But a lot of them are going to be hoovered starting in February because it is a Valentine's month. Hello there, Ernestine. How are you? Thank you for joining us on today. Holocaust said, she said, I'm doing well, Dr. Sally. Yes, I'm 3 years no contact. Yay. She said, and I'm hearing he may be trying to come back around, but I don't know. Well, you just have to make sure you stay no contact because it is the season of hoovering. The mid January all the way through February is hoovering because you got to remember it's Valentine's month. And Valentine's, people want to be with somebody. They want to share their life with somebody. They don't want to be alone. So the narcissists come back with this pitifulness and they come back crying. They come back apologetic and tell you they'll never do that again. They realize that you were the one for them. And being without you has caused them to realize that. And some of them only been gone a week. And they did all of this within a week. And like Haka said, he's been gone for 3 years. She said, do you remember me? I'm Kiana's little sister. Oh, hello there. I sure do. How are you? Thank you for joining me on today. So, Haka, once a narcissist leave you, they don't ever feel that you are free from them. They always feel that you belong to them. So even though he's not there, he feel like you are still his personal property. That's sad, but it's the truth. She said, is this still live? Yes, Renee, this is live. She said, I had to cut someone else off for love bombing me. Oh, yeah. But the good thing is you recognize the red flag. You didn't fall for it. Because most people that's been involved with a narcissist, they have to demagnetize. They go right back to a narcissist. And I'm glad that you are staying free. I'm glad that you are recognizing. I'm glad that you are staying free from going through the same road again. She said, well, hello then. From Arkansas, all the way from Arkansas. Hello there. How are you? So let's talk about the no contact. Let's talk about what it takes. Sometimes people find a great difficulty in going no contact because no contact means no social media exploration. You're not going through their social media. You're not looking for little signs of them. You're not going to old hangout places. You're not looking for people they know so you can attach just to find out some information about what they're doing. You're not hanging around their jobs, going to restaurants. All of those things have to be no contact. No contact means to disassociate yourself from every place that there can be contact made. Because when he sees you, he thinks that it's a road to get back in. On Clubhouse, which you can go back and listen to the replay, we did emotion sensors. And those emotion sensors let you know that the narcissist has a sensor attachment to your life. And what they look for is emotions. They say that I can come back, that you miss me, that you couldn't do without me, that you're not doing well without me. All of those things are sensors for the narcissist. That's why no contact has to be no contact. You can't call them. You can't make a mistake and call them. You can't leave your number open. Once you go no contact, you block the number. The only reason you don't block the number is y'all have kids together. And then you go to a court and you get a court order for parenting visitations. You abide by the parenting visitation, and that is no extras, no nothing. And the moment he violates that, you get a book, you tabulate all the violation, you keep all of the texts that he sends, all of the phone calls that he sends, because one day you can use this in a court of law, because the narcissist is more than likely tabulating all conversation, tabulating when you go off on them. They are making a note of that, and you can have your own list with no contact. She said, yes, I had to block the last guy. He was trying to pop in and out of my life. Oh no. But see, what is bad about that, Alcott, if you pick up that he's a narcissist, that relationship got to be over. Yeah, it has to be over, because usually when you get another narc from the first narcissist, is usually worse than the first. And so the best thing to do is when you see characteristics that remind you of the first, then you need to definitely expel yourself from the situation, dismiss yourself from the situation. I will not go through this again, and neither will I even take my family through this again, because wherever you go, your children go. And if it's too much for you to handle as an adult, magnetize that 1,000 times for your children. They can't handle it either. If it's hard at adult level, it's crushing at a child's level. No contact means no contact. I'm not going to call you. And then your contact you make it through your lawyer. Make sure you have everything written down. Hello there, MXW. How are you? He said, I met this so-called platonic friend recently. He's always in competition with me. He ain't so much of a friend. He's a narc was given my phone number by another narcissist. When I received an unwanted text from the narc, my emotion sensor went into overdrive. She said, and expose the oncoming trigger. She said, however, I never responded. That was so smart. Danielle, that was one of the smartest things you could have done. She said, you're right. He's already doing things way worse than the first one that I was with. She said, and I wasted a few months, but I'm proud I'm proud that I was able to get away. Me too. Me too. You know why? Because triggers of familiarity you can't trust. Triggers of familiarity, listen to this. You can't trust triggers of familiarity, because what it would do is take you to a comfort zone, an excuse zone. It'll start making up excuses. Well, this is not the same one. Well, he do it different. Well, and it will always be well. But like you said, Hakka, it's worse. They're crazier. They want to move quicker, because the narcissists know once they find out about me, I don't have half a chance. And see, people don't go through like they used to go through. They're not taking this stuff like they used to take it from the narcissist. And what they're doing is they're discovering the narcissist quicker. They're leaving faster, and they're saying, no, but we can't do this. I can't do this no more. I can't continue this no more. So they're leaving out. When years ago they would stay there for years. Says he saved me, and no one will want a broken woman. What? Renee, say he saved me, and no one will want a broken woman. Then why would you want her? The narcissist is not God. He didn't save you. The best thing in the world is NC. When you are free, when you are liberated, when you're no longer tormented, when you're no longer having sleepless nights from arguments that are never going anywhere. She said, I've had to go. Okay, you erased that, Danielle. She said, I told him up front that I wasn't interested in anything romantic, and he made it seem like he was okay with everything that I was saying. Then about a month into it, he started acting resentful. Absolutely, because he didn't get his way. You dictated that. Yes, that's what he says all this time. No, 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 no. He's not your savior. This guy has 2 children, and he has 0 contact with them. I'm beginning to think that he is a narcissist. Weigh it very carefully, MX. Weigh it very carefully. He asked me out 3 times, made an excuse to get out of it, and didn't plan anything. I couldn't tell he wanted to be chased, and I'm not doing that. Absolutely. That's the worst thing you can do. I've had to go as private as possible on social media because of the narc craftiness. Y'all see, they are very extensive. When the narcissist wants something, they will exemplify all the patience necessary. They go after with everything they got. The harder you make them work, the more they will work to get you to the place of torment. The harder you make a narc work, the harder they're going to work once they get you to get you to a place of torment. They will make you pay for making them work so hard. She said, even though he lived in my house for 4 years, this Renee, and now have a house, she said, and now has a house together, and say it's his house, and say he's going to kick me out. Wait a minute. Even though he lived in my house for 4 years, and now have a house together. So y'all have a house together. Is that right? Renee, you two now have a house together instead of you having your own house? She said, one knock is searching for my physical location, and the other knock is searching for my spiritual location. They work in tandems. I rebuke both of them in Jesus' name. He lies a lot, and she said, and I can't tell that he's trying to upset me because I'm not interested. And he's very cheap, and I do not date men like him. This is MX. Oh, so you are still with the narcissist. So you can't go no contact because you're still with him. Are you married to him, Renee? Are y'all married? That's a dangerous situation, Danielle. That's a very dangerous situation. You have to know. How deep are you in the relationship? Well, you know what? I tell you what. Renee, why don't you write me? Write me at apostlehelen@gmail.com. apostlehelen@gmail.com. No contact is a blessing. It is a real blessing. It's a parent and a sibling. Whoa. Oh. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's dangerous. If you can go no contact, go no contact. She said, but I'm disabled and can't get out. Oh, okay. I'm disabled and cannot get out. Okay. So, in a case like that, you have to stay with videos that is going to encourage you, that are going to strengthen you. If you can have a friend that he has no contact with, that can give you strength, you need that friend, because once he go and he gets contact with them, they become a flying monkey. That's my life filled with family members, she said, that are pure evil, but I live far away from them. Yeah, that's good. Because when you have family that is after you and they can get near you and they're close by you, sometimes they can be devastating, because they can be the worst ones because of access. So if there's a way that you can get away from them, because if they're collaborating, then you've got one that's a flying monkey and one that's a dominant operator. And the dominant operator is the instructor. They always give the advice. They always give the instruction. They always give the direction. Another's a flying monkey. They are the spies. They make sure that the dominator knows everything there is to know about you. And so that's probably why they're interrogating your life, trying to find out everything, because they need to find out break-in entry points. Break-in entry point is when they break into your life to destroy your life. We break in your life to control your life, to devastate your life. So they're looking for break-in entry points. And those break-in entry points usually are released through words. You're telling them about yourself. You think they're concerned about you. They're not concerned about you. They don't want to know nothing about you other than to get the information to destroy you and to control you. Hakasa, that's right. MX said, I had to cut off one of my closest uncle because my mother controls him with money. Wow. She said, yes, my mother was in a covert malignant. So this is a second generation narcissist, and totally destroyed my life and made everyone believe I have a mental problem. Of course, that's the way they do. That's the way they work. Because the narcissist is not going to have the problem. Of course, you're going to have the problem. And see, this is a second generational thing. So guess what? It gets stronger with every generation that does not disrupt the flow. You got to disrupt it. Because are there children involved, Renee? Are there children involved? Are there children involved? Yes. Whoa. How many children, Renee? Are they yours and his? Are they yours and his? Are this together? Long story. Okay. So how many? So is it the children belong to both of you? My only child. Ooh. Okay. Is it from the both of you, or is it just your child? My mother is so evil. Turned all of her 4 kids against each other. And she talks so bad about us, but I'm thankful that I'm 100% independent. That is so awesome. Hello there, Michelle. She said, I'm a witness. They gang up on me. She said, but I believe God to take me out of Egypt. Yes, Lord, me too. All of my family hates me and jealous of me. I'm asking God to release me. Oh boy, my dad is the worst. He makes up lies about me and the very envious of me. He speaks failure over me, over my jobs, and over everything. Then he tries to love bomb and hoover and do quit trips, guilt trips, by saying he could pass. Wow, just mine. Okay, so, all right. So the child is being tortured in that place because they feel like they can't do anything. She said, boy, that sounds familiar. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, when you are caught in a family trap, because that's what it is, a family trap, you have to build your mind to strength. And that's what you got to do, Renee, because you are in it. You can't get out of it. So you got to spend time building your mind to strength. You hear me? Build your mind to strength. And like I said, if you got a friend that is totally detached, don't trust a friend that has anything, even if they look like they don't have anything to do with them, but he talks to them. Don't trust that. Any family member, don't trust that. Build your mind to strength. Read, read, read. Read, read, read. That will strengthen your mind like almost nothing else. She said, isn't that crazy how your parents can be your worst enemies? She said, uh, I've been in therapy for 20 years. And in 2018, I started distancing myself from everyone that is toxic. MX, I can see why. That's a smart thing to do. Misha said, Haka, I know about those tactics. These people are, she said, they are preachers and wear masks. Sometimes they're the worst one, guys, because you think you can get away from it in a church. And a lot of church folks accept things that is totally ignorant. She said, totally understand. She said, it's an entire peanut gallery. Oh, I know. Wow, wow, wow. And Haka said, she said, I'm learning what you have to do. Family does not have the right to abuse you. They don't. She said, and harm you mentally, spiritually, or spiritually. Physically, no abuse tolerated. It is a no abuse tolerant zone. None. You don't have to do that from your family. We love our family. We want the best for our family. But sometimes your family don't want the best for you. And when your family is an enemy, you're going to have to acknowledge that. And you're going to have to put up shields and safety for yourself. Like MX said, you know, sometimes you just got to get away from them. You got to get away from the toxic people because toxic people are always toxic. And guess what? They release toxicity. And if you absorb that stuff, you get your system poisoned. That's why we talk about no contact. The only way to be free is NC. No contact. You know, the worst thing in the world sometimes is the memory of what was. The memory of how it has been. And then your mind go into replay, playing that over and over and over again. And when your mind go into replay, playing that over and over again, guess what? Your brain go into replay, interjecting those triggers over and over again. That's why no contact is no contact. Don't bring them back in. Don't go on holidays. Don't just make a holiday visit. You said, but it's my family. Yeah, but your family has been known to abuse you, to hurt you, and they have chosen to become an enemy. She said, their silence is their way to punish me. My silence is my protection. That's good, Danielle. Absolutely. The less information they have, the less they got to work with. The less information they have, the less they have to work with. Don't give them anything to work with because they're looking for something. They're looking for anything, anything that will hurt you, anything that will bother you. Like she was saying, they compete. Why would they compete against you? Because the narcissist is jealous of your strength. They're jealous of your skill. They're jealous of your power. Anything good about you, they're jealous of. She said, that's right, Danielle. Wow. And Misha, Oliver, truly awful. She said, that's even more dangerous when they present one thing and then treat the people closest to them another way. Absolutely. Because the people close to them is the one who's going to get the worst treatment. The closest people to the narcissist get the worst treatment. The people who get all the time of the narcissist get the worst treatment. The narcissist punish you for the time that they give you. The narcissist does. So the people that are closest to the narcissist, they get the worst treatment. Isn't that something? They don't reward you for being close to them. They punish you. It's hard to like someone when you don't like yourself. MX says, seem like all of the narcissists have something in common. She said they treat their co-workers and people outside of their home very pleasant, and their families and their kids they abuse, because y'all know them. The people on the job, they have a mask on. She said they try to take your soul if you let them. If you let them. If you let them, they will take your soul. You can't let them. That's why I told you, you got to always have a book that you're reading. Always have something that is going to affirm you as a person, that's going to strengthen you as a person. If you're a believer, you can read your Bible and get other books that center around the Bible. Get positive affirmations that's going to keep you strengthened. Even if you have to read it in the bathroom. There's something called Speechify, but it costs $100 and some, almost $200. And what you can do is put books on Speechify, and Speechify will read them back. And that way you can put your earplugs in and have them read to you. But you got to keep your mind filled. You never leave your mind dormant. She said, distancing my soul from them while in their physical presence is what I focus on. Oh my God, I know. And you know what? That's work, but it's possible. That's work. And you definitely got to be focused, man. You got to have it where you say, I will not allow an invasion in my soul realm. I will not allow robbers to break through, to interrupt my thoughts, my peace, my joy, my confidence. And that's work when it's every day. When you have breakthrough, when you have in robbers that are intently trying to rob you every day, and you have to keep your mind every day. God will keep them in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed. It's the staying part. You got to keep your mind stayed on it. That means you got to work on your mind. Like the narcissists work on your mind, you got to work on your mind, because they work on your mind. They work on your mind because in your mind is your mind, will, and emotions, your thoughts and imagination. If they work on your thoughts, they can work on your emotions. They can work on your imaginations, but their goal is your will, because they want to control what you do. Your will is the avenue of what keep you mobile. They say, I will do that, I won't do that. I have the strength to do this, I don't have the strength to do that. That is in the character of the will. Your will is strong, it's hard to break you down. I mean, you go through hell, but they can't break you down. You go through trial, but you can't break me down. You cry, but you ain't gonna break me down. And that takes a decision every single day. Like Danielle, my silence is my protection. Their silence is their destruction toward me, because they want to ghost me. They want me to feel guilty. They want me to feel like I'm missing something. They want me to feel like I can't get anything. They want me to feel devaluated. No, my silence is my protection. I will not allow you to uncover me with my own mouth. I won't do it. I love that, Danielle. She said, distancing my soul from them while in their presence, their physical presence, is what she focused on. You know, you can be in a place and not be in a place. Listen to this right here. This is MX. She said, it's good to do a lot of positive actions like positive journaling, positive meditation, taking care of your body, taking care of your mind with counseling too. Absolutely, MX. And then Harkar said, that's another reason why I let the last one go. He ghosted me after I started going back to church. I knew right then who he was. Yeah, absolutely. From the demonic world. Don't want you to go to church because he don't want from you church stuff. He don't want church things. What he want from you was going to defy all godly principles. And once he found out you're not going to do that, then you have no service. You have no use. So he moves on. And he probably could have suspect a narcissistic injury that you could have given him. Especially when you're very vocal, when you don't hold back. Because most narcissists, when they meet a strong person, if they don't have what it takes to break them, they don't have the time, they don't have the energy, they will just move on. But you got some narcissists, like the greater narcissists and the mid-grade, narcissists, they will take the time to break your will if you let them. They will spend the time and keep hitting at it, 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 until they find an opening and try to get in there. You do not let them in. No contact. Once you find out the source, once you find out their energy, once you find out their mindset, once you find out their intent, baby, you got to rock and roll. Boom, you out of there. Because you're not going to do this. Especially when you've already had it done. I've been through that. Been through it 5 years. Been through it 10 years. Been through it 20 years. Been through it 6 years. And I'm not going to do it anymore. And you have to demagnetize. And the only way you demagnetize is to go NC and, like MX said, get you some counseling and strengthen yourself. He faked like he went to church. He said, but it was really a whole mess. You know how come? Those religious demons are something else. And see, that's the second one. See, when you called them on the carpet, he didn't want to come through. When you called him on the carpet, he know he wasn't going to no church. He was hoping to take you out of church. And when that didn't happen, of course it was time to move on. He didn't want anything. He didn't want anything that you could use. Anything that was going to benefit you. Anything that was going to grow you. He didn't want any of that. How come? None whatsoever. I'm glad you moved on. And when he tried to come back, Hakar, don't let him in. Don't let him come back. Because they do the best hoovers. Would try to be in a repentant state. But they're not sorry. They're not sorry for what they do. They're sorry that they didn't take advantage of you like they wanted to take advantage of you. That's what they're sorry for. Hey. Yeah. Wow, this is an interesting conversation. I love your comments. I love your comments. It has been wonderful. All right. So when you go no contact, you have to cease all points of connection. You have to pull out all stops. Once you made up in your mind, you are done. I'm sorry, Renee, that you are in the conditions that you're in. Maybe there are some programs, Renee, that can assist you She said, whether it's holidays or family, tragedies that bring people together, it's important to be careful who you let embrace you. Selah. Mm-hmm. Because a narcissist is 12 months, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, all day long. They are who they say they are, or who they are. Sometimes they won't say it. But a narcissist is 24/7, every day of the year. They don't change. They don't want to change. They don't see a reason for change. They want you to change. And you have changed, trying to change for them, trying to accommodate them. You've shifted your personality. You've shifted your strength. You've shifted your confidence, trying to help them, trying to make sure they were all right. But they didn't make sure you were all right. They didn't make sure you were all right. They didn't make sure you were okay. And that is not okay. For you not to be okay. This is the beginning of the year. And if you start it off, it can continue like that. When you say, I'm out, it has to be all capital letters. Out means out. Yeah, 100%. Out means out. This is the beginning of the year. What you do now can depict the other 11 months. What are you going to do? MX said, they want you to hollow yourself out. Ooh, that's good. To nothing. So that you be like a slave to them. But God says no. And we agree with God and we says no. She said, gotta go, he's coming. All right, Renee, we love you. And we'll be praying for you, Renee. Wow, guys. We are praying for Renee. And we will be praying for her freedom. She needs a door. Sometimes you need an opportunity. You need to meet one person that can change everything. Because there's programs for her that she just have to get into. Oh. So we will be praying for her. And we appreciate her being on here. Now you see, when you're free, what that feel like. And other people want to feel that. They want to know that. They don't have that. It hadn't even entered their mind that they can be free. You can go and come as you please. You can come home to your peace. You don't have the narcissist tormenting you where you can't sleep, harassing you all night over something that you thought was resolved. And the same thing is up again and again and again and again. Oh, wow. Danielle said Destiny Helper was her life support. I'm so glad God had me there for you. And I really appreciate that he had me there for you, because it could be a tremendous time. It can be a tremendous time. And some of you, oh my God, the letters I'm getting about the holiday torment is crazy. It's crazy. Or if you got tragedy in the family that brings the family together, crazy. Celebration that brings the family together, crazy. It's the fact that it's the family together with all of these narcissist traits. She said, my father has a ton of money, but he never thought anyone, how he never taught anyone how to make money. I thank God that I'm away from these people. MX, me too. She said, now he wants me to move in with him. No way. Oh my God. Not when you got freedom. Not when you already free. That's just like tying up your own hand and placing it in fire. No. Whom the Son make free is free indeed. You are free. You are free. Because no amount of money. And who said he's going to give it to you because he got it? He's going to make sure suffering is in the ring. No, low princess. You are free, and I hope you stay free. I hope you stay no contact. No way, Jose, are you going to get me involved in that. Danielle said, feeling like you are in flat line and your spirit is serious. She said, rock bottom never looks good. She said, it feels even worse. Excuse me. It's like a special sight to see them where they are. To see them where they are. She said, and to reach out a hand to help. Oh my God. Some of them won't even receive a helping hand. You reach out to help them and they looking at you like, what do you want? What are you trying to do? And you just trying to help. MX said, even in 19, he didn't help. She said, and that pushed me to be independent. He vanished for 9 years, then showed up and asked for me to live with him because of abuse. He's getting old. Oh, the old narcissists, but they are the worst one. They are the worst one, of course. And some of them, let me say it like this. Some of them mellow out when they can't do stuff they used to do to you. So it looked like they mellow out, but they're still just as honoring and self-centered as before. What I'm glad, MX, is that you got your head on you, that you can think properly, that you're not desperate to go into a desperate situation that is not going to work for your benefit later. Hey, close to be free, Karen. How are you? She said, what a nice surprise. It is a nice surprise. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining us. Yay. Well, I think we have, Danielle said we have about 30 more minutes. We're in 40 minutes. So we have 20 minutes, guys. Yeah, we got 20 minutes. I love this conversation. This has been, you all need to join me on Clubhouse Tuesday mornings at 7:45 Eastern Time. And I think it's 7:45 Pacific Standard Time, 10:45 Eastern Time, 9:45 Central Time. Join me on Clubhouse on Tuesday morning, 7:45 Pacific Standard Time. I'm in Seattle. And then it's 10:45 Eastern Time and 9:45 Central Time. Thank you. Miss you, Miss Helen, for your time. Oh, it has been an honor to be with you all. I mean, you all putting out some good information. I want you to join me on Clubhouse. This information would definitely be a blessing for them to hear your story, to hear your testimony, to hear how you've made it, to hear how you come through. It is simply priceless. MX, I am so glad you're free, and I pray that you stay free. Don't go back in. Nothing is worth it. No cost is worth it. Nothing is worth it. If nothing wasn't done for 19 years, nothing is going to be done now. MS said, thank you. Cluster B free, Karen. Love you more. Yes, ma'am. Karen, we was talking about the necessity of staying no contact. Don't go back in, no matter what. Yeah, we don't want to go back in. No matter what happens, you stay out. Once you're out, you stay out. You don't look back. You have no guilt for taking care of yourself. You have no guilt for leaving. Because sometimes people will try to make you feel guilty. No, you don't feel guilty. Haka said, the first few years of no contact was hard. I know it usually is. She said, but I'm doing so much better in so many areas of my life. And you sound better because I remember in the beginning of it. She said, and I thank God and I'm grateful for you being here to help us along the way. Haka, you sound so much better and stronger. MX said, both of my parents have a lot of money. She said, and that's how they abuse people around them. She said, but I live far away from them. And you know what? You don't have their money, but you free, honey. And the people who's after their money, the stuff they have to go through. I am so glad that you are in C. And I am so glad that you are far away. Keep your freedom. Keep your freedom. She said, I'm learning to be okay being alone. Yeah, Danielle, sometimes that's powerful. She said, remaining no contact give the opportunity to heal. Yep, cluster B free, Karen. She said, if a target return or allows the narcissist to come back, the abuse is worse. She said, the narcissist has nothing but contempt and hate for the target. Absolutely. Hello there, Miss Barb, 123. How do you stop ruminating? She said, we broke up in November and I went back in December and he devalued me and discarded me again. Now I keep hearing the nasty things he says to me. It's going to take time. Because, see, you didn't allow it to heal because you left in November, went back in December. So now you got to go through the process over again. When you got to put other things in your mind that is stronger than his words. You got to put other things in your mind that is stronger than his word. Ruminating is his words. That's what's in your mind. Put something else in your mind. Get you a support team. Get you a life coach. Get you some therapy. Listen to positive affirmation. If you're a Christian, get to a church. Go to concerts. Go to library. Read. There are ways that you can get over ruminating. Haka said, combat the negative thoughts with positive and positive activations. Don't let the narcissist back. They always escalate. Yeah, and he's going to try to come back because he did. He think he can just come in. It'll be an open door in and out of your life. That's all they do. Because if you let them do it, they're going to train you to let them do it. And I know Karen's going to have a lot to say about this. Yeah, you don't let them in. So you're going to have to keep them out. And Haka's right. They always escalate. Every time you let them back in, you're going to get more and more damage. You're going to get more and more hurt. You're going to get more and more abuse. You're going to get more and more torment. You will be an open door for it. The wind of torment will always blow your way because the narcissist will despise the fact that you let them in. Don't let them back. Don't let them back, and don't you go back. And it's going to take time because it's new. They just left. And see, you let them back in December. It hadn't even been a whole month, Kathy. That's right. Don't let them back in. Don't let them back. Azariah, no, no, no. That's my cat, guys. Kathy, see, the thing is, once you're free, it's hard at first. Like Haka said, it was difficult at first because you do ruminate, you do crave them, you still want them, and see, you're not even a month old with him leaving, and everything. Then you probably want him. You're probably accusing yourself, trying to figure out what you did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. He came back to leave you. She said the narcissist, this is Karen. She said they are pathologically jealous of the target's ability to love and to forgive the predatory narcissist. She said they punish the target for having good qualities and able to regulate their own emotions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Barb, if you hang in here with us, keep listening to these videos. I mean, it's going to hurt. That nobody can tell you it won't hurt. And at first you will ruminate because it's new. But as you keep coming and keep listening to the video, I'm Helen Sadler, your destiny helper. Listen to my video, Cluster B Free Karen, the T on NPD, Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. Listen to these videos, and I promise you, you'll get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, and you're going to get the help you need. You're going to get the help you need. And you know what? One day he would try to come back. You don't even want him to come back. She said maintaining no contact. Maintaining contact can perpetuate the manipulation, control, and emotional harm. Focus on your future without them. Ooh, girl, you was here, I'll just give you a slap on the back. Focus is a key word. She said focus. That take effort, that take energy, and that take consistency. Because when you focus, you got to be consistent. Don't let them back in, baby. Strengthen yourself. Get these videos and just, binge eat. Eat, 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 eat. She said you cannot heal in the same environment that you were harmed. MX high five. That is so good. That's why we talking no contact. She said, when you let them come back, they lose the little bit of respect, that they have for you. Each time they will find many ways to show it. The best counter move is no contact. Absolutely. Hello there, Crazy Faith. She said, my situation is kind of, what is that? Nuance. She said, I think my narcissist was a woman who had befriended me when I was in middle school. She said, I started to trust her, and then she started to really she started being cruel over time. Yeah, the real her came out. The mask fell off. When the mask fall off, see, the time before then was the love bombing. That's when they was activating their niceness. And it's a fictitious niceness because they don't know how to be nice. They know how to love bomb you till no end. And then the mask fall off, and that's the real them. Staying no contact helps you to rediscover your identity. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why no contact, that means you don't look at social media. Bart, you cannot look at what they're doing. You cannot ask questions about them. Don't go anywhere you think that you will find them. Because once you go where they go, they think you're hunting them. And the thing is, when the hunted becomes the hunter, that's when they get crazy. Because they will switch it. They will make you do the work. And you think you hunting, but the real truth is you being hunted. 10 minutes, guys. We got 10 minutes before wind down. Are there any questions for me? Any questions for me in this 10 minutes? I have myself, Karen, MX, and other people on that are able to answer your question. She said, when ruminating happens, redirect your thoughts by listening to music, reading, meditating, prayer, exercise, dancing, anything to take your mind off the narc. Learn a new hobby and get outdoors. Excellent. Excellent. Redirect your thoughts. Because see, remember, all your thoughts is on the narcissist. All your thoughts is missing them. All your thoughts is wanting them. So that's concentrated energy toward the narcissist. So you want to make them bigger than what they really are. She said, I have him blocked on everything and his friends. Smart girl. Smart. That is exactly right. And when you pick up the phone to call, don't do it. When you go on social media to see what he's doing, don't do it. Like Karen said, get out, do a hobby, redirect, go to church service, go to conventions, go to musicals. Do things now that's going to put back into you. All the times you didn't do it, you can do it now. All the time it was about him. Now it should be about you. MX said, you have to pour into yourself. You have to create the life that you want for yourself, away from these people that are abusive. Absolutely. Ms. Barb said, this is good advice. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, Princess. That's good. It really irritates them when they have no access, because it takes their power away. If you ever want to see an angry narcissist, disempower them. Take their power away. Take their control away. See, he was happy to control you. When he came back, he was going to discard you. He didn't come back to be with you. He came back to discard you. He came back to leave you so he can hurt you. That was the reason for it. All right, y'all. I think my time is up. I want to appreciate you all for being with me. I will be doing videos during the week, but I'll be back live next Wednesday right after Bible study. So make sure you're following me, because I don't have a concentrated time right then. But right after Bible study, I will be coming back on. Thank you so much, MX. You were so powerful in your comments. Thank you. Hakat, it's good to hear from you. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Boy, it's good for the family to get back together. Thank you. Oh, I love you too so much. Thank you so much for being so faithful. Hello there, Miss Barb. She said, that's so crazy. I shake my head. I know you do. Thank you so much, Barb, for being with us. Thank you so much for giving me this time, Karen. Thank you so much. I love you, and I will be back live next Wednesday right after Bible study. So make sure you follow me so you can and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you subscribe so whenever I come on, you will be notified. She said, to help board rumination, get rid of everything the narc has given you. She said, donate the clothing the narcissist admired or abused you when you were at an event or restaurant. Get rid of everything. And then Haka said, yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Thank you, Haka. It was a blessing to have you all here today. She said, thank you all for your support on this channel. Be sure to subscribe and share. Love you to life. Make sure you share the channel. I love you, everybody. Good night. Good night, everybody. When you awake in the morning, practice. She said practice positive meditation for the first 15 to 20 minutes. When you have dealt with the narcissist, you have to put positive back into your life. Absolutely. Hey, Camilla, how are you? Mahalo for those for this live tonight. We love you all. Good night, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.